friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I have a fun Christmas video for you, but first of all, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and this is my Oliver, and if you're returning, you know we love you. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number one. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly Antique Wax. I did not use the Snow White. I changed that to Waverly's ink. And then I'm going to use 3 of these pails, but if you don't have those and want to recreate this, you could use any similar kind of pail or bucket. And then I got this tray at the Dollar Plus for $5. And then I'm going to use 5 of these Dollar Tree really small, thin Christmas trees. So I'm going to start out by using my Mod Podge. I went over each one of those buckets and put Mod Podge on it, and then I painted them with my ink color. And while they're all drying, I took the trees out and I am going to pull out all the limbs here, or the branches, and I'm just going to bring them all downward and then kind of curl the ends up. And now I'm going to take 2 of them. This is the second one, but the highest for this one, I put the top of the bottom one all the way up to where the branches start on the bottom of the top one, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to use 3 zip ties to secure it. Now, the one I did before this, I was going to use 3, but I decided it was way too tall. So I just did not have the second one go up as high on the top one. So it does look a little bit taller than this one. And then on the third one, I'm just going to use 1 tree. So once I have this all zip tied together, I am going to cut that bottom row of branches, and the reason being is because when you put them in the pail, it's a little, they kind of get in the way. So I'm going to use those branches that I cut off. Also, I cut off the very top. The very top has 1 branch that's really long. I know that's for like a star or whatever, but I cut that to be the size of the other ones that were around. Then I'm going to take those pieces that I cut off and I'm going to twist them and connect them to the smaller pieces on the bottom layer. The reason being is because we've got 2 of those together, and of course, you know, they're longer on the bottom and then they narrow at the top. So those top parts, because it's in the middle of the tree, it would look funny. So that's why I'm taking these extra pieces and making them look longer. Once I was done with that, I'm going to take the little part of the stand, put it on the bottom of the tree, and then I'm just going to put that floral foam on the bottom there, and I'm going to use some hot glue, and I'm going to stick it right all the way through to the bottom. Then I took some plastic bags, and I just stuffed some of that plastic bag in the hole between the foam and the stem there, and then in any other holes that there were, just to make sure it was all full. After that, I took some of this ribbon. I got this, I received this from BURLAPfabric.com. I'll have a link to them in my description box if you want to check them out. But because these trees were really, really thin, normally if I'm going to make a tree with this, I would put 2 of them together side by side to make them look fuller, but I wanted something a little different. So that's why I'm putting the ribbon in the less full places or areas, and I'm just tying knots, and I'm just going all the way around the tree and just adding it where I felt like it needed it. After that, I'm taking some of these pine cones and I am going to just put hot glue some all the way around wherever I just felt like I needed it. I didn't want a whole lot. I really wanted more of just a rustic, minimal tree here. So I took some more of that ribbon and I am going to put it around my pail here. I'm just going to hot glue it to it, and I'm just going to wrap it around the pail. And after that, I was going to make this the back part of my tree, but then I thought, no, I am going to take some wood stars ornaments that I got from Walmart, and I'm going to use them to cover up the hole. Now, I'm going to use antique wax on it, brush it on and then wipe it off with a paper towel. Although when I got to the third one, the third snowflake was broken, so I had to get a different one from Dollar Tree that I had in my stash. So one of them doesn't match, but it's okay. You know what? They still look great. But I'm going to do the same thing to all of them. I just use the antique wax and then brush off the excess. And then I'm going to hot glue it right over that seam so you're not able to see it. After that, I took some batting or fiberfill and I just put it over the plastic bags in the pail. And then I'm going to make some jute twine bows, and I just wrapped it around my hand, I don't know, 15 times or so. Then I'm going to scrunch it together, take the ends, wrap around, and tie knots. And then after that, I'm just going to hot glue them to the top of my trees, and that's all there was. Now, if you want to recreate this, you could definitely paint snow or flock it or whatever, and I've kind of gone back and forth on whether or not I wanted it flocked, but like I said, I just wanted something more natural and minimal. And so then I did paint that tray with the antique wax, and I just stuck them all in there and then added some more of the batting on the bottom as well. But this is going to be my centerpiece for my table, and I love it. You'll have to let me know what you think about it as well. Okay. So if you are on social media and would like to follow me, you can find the links in my description box below, and come check out all the different posts that I post there ever so often. Here's DIY number 2. I am trying to get better at posting more, guys. Okay, so I'm going to use my antique wax again and then my ink color chalk paint by Waverly. I'm going to use these metal words that I just recently found at Dollar Tree, and I thought this was awesome. I haven't seen anybody else show these before. And then I'm going to use 3 of these wood planks that also come from Dollar Tree. So I am going to start off by using my antique wax on the wood pieces, and of course I'm just going to brush it on and then use my paper towel to wipe off the excess. And I make sure I get the sides, and I also do the front and back. I do both sides and the sides. That really makes sense, huh? Front, back, and the sides. That's what I meant. And then after that, I take my sanding, my little finger sander here, and I am just sanding the metal. I saw somebody else do this, and I thought, let's see if this works as good or better than just doing the Mod Podge, because that's why I did the Mod Podge on the pails, because it's metal and it just helps the paint adhere better. Once I was done sanding it, I just painted them all with the ink color, and I did cover them with Mod Podge as well to help protect them. Then I took some more of that ribbon from burlapfabric.com, and I am just running a piece of it up the front right in the middle and hot gluing it to the back. And then once I had that done to all 3, I took my Fix All glue from Dollar Tree, and I'm putting it on the back of my words, and then I'm going over any blank spaces with my hot glue gun so that I get that immediate and permanent hold. After this, I did use some of my clips to kind of hold it down for a little bit, just to make sure they stick, because we all know hot glue and metal really don't like each other, and I wasn't sure if it was going to work, so I did clamp them down for a little bit. Then I took some pieces of greenery here. This is just a garland pick from Dollar Tree. I cut it down. This I got from a candle ring wreath, I guess that's what you call them, from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just cutting this down and cutting some pieces off of it to go with that garland pick. Then these berries I got from Dollar Tree recently. They're so cool. I mean, you guys, Dollar Tree is really stepping it up. But I am just going to add that to the top here, and I'm going to add those beads and make a hanger, which those beads came from Walmart. They're a very good price. They're around $5 or $6 for 12 feet. So if you see any, pick them up. If you're new, I am just thrilled that you are here. And if you like today's video, and if you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, or gift ideas, then hit that subscribe button, become part of our YouTube family. I would love to have you join. And let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I love to get to know you guys, and that's the only way I really get to know you is by your comments, and I really do love to get to know you guys. Also, I do upload my videos every Monday at 5 p.m. Central. But if you hit that notification bell and set it to all, it will notify you whenever I upload a video on the days that I am not normally scheduled, because I do like to participate on different challenges throughout the week, so that way you will know. And then again, of course, you guys know the drill. If you like today's video, make sure you give me that thumbs up and comment, because that lets YouTube know that you enjoy my content, and it will push it out for others to see. And also, if you have friends or family members that you know enjoys this kind of stuff, please share my video with them. I am, like I said, I've said this a few times before, I cannot get over how slow my channel is growing ever since I hit 10,000. It's like I hit a brick wall. Anyways, I'm going to have to start doing something different to get this going. And I know it sometimes can take time. I'm trying to be patient, but you know, it helps our pocketbook, which I'm trying to avoid having to go back to work. So I really need this channel to go a little bit faster so that I don't have to do that. But anyways, so I would just appreciate it if you guys shared this channel with anyone you know who might enjoy it. Okay, so as you see there, I just used those beads with the hanger that it came off of, and that's all there was for these. I really love this. I really love the simplicity of everything, and I don't know, I guess I'm just feeling a little simple these days. You'll have to let me know what you think of this one as well. Okay, it is a time for celebration of your recreations, and I've got Amanda Shankin, I hope I said that right, at the Basement Crafter MD. She has been busy making her tier tray for fall and other goodies. Great job. And then we have these beautiful IOD rub-on transfers that Jenny used, and oh, that is beautiful. And then Debbie made these gorgeous wreaths. You ladies are so talented. Thank you so much for sharing these pictures with us. And if you have any pictures that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send them to the email address that's listed there, or you can send me pictures through Instagram or Facebook Messenger, and I would be more than happy to showcase them for you. Okay, so let's get on to DIY number 3. I only have 3 for you guys today because this took forever yesterday. I don't know what was going on. Anyways, okay, I'm going to start off with one of these deers I found at Dollar Tree recently, and one of their wood Dollar Tree Christmas trees. I'm going to also use my antique wax by Waverly, and then my Waverly chalk paints in the color ink and celery. So I'm going to start off by sanding this deer. Again, it's metal, so I just wanted to kind of make it rough so that the paint adheres a little bit better. And then I painted the base with the wax and the deer with the black or the ink. And then I also painted the tree with my celery. So I took some jingle bells here that I had in my stash, and I took 3 different pieces of twine, and I am just threading the twine through the back of the bells and then tying knots. And then I'm going to try and make them all a different length. I wanted to have 3 different lengths here. So once I get this one done, I'm going to sit there and kind of measure a little bit, make sure one is longer and one is shorter, and vice versa. And then I took this tapestry needle, and I'm just going to thread them through the hole on the top of that tree. And then once I have them both, or all 3 threaded through, I am going to tie a knot in the back to keep them in place. And I had to do, like, I don't know what I did. All I know is I got them all knotted. And I think I tied 2 together and then tied another one with the 3rd one. I don't remember, but I got it all done. I was doing this pretty late last night, you guys. I spent my whole day, other than taking a few minutes out to check the food in the crock pot and eat dinner, I spent the whole day in my craft room. It was crazy. Anyways, I took one of these little snowflake stickers, and I'm just using the antique wax by brushing it on and wiping it off. And then I'm going to hot glue it to the top of those bells. And of course, this snowflake sticker is from Dollar Tree. It comes in a pack with stars and Christmas trees. And then after that, I thought, this green just it's not doing it for me. And so I decided to use my antique wax to brush it on and wipe it off. Now, if you don't like this more rustic look, and you want to recreate this, you could make this any color you want. This is just kind of what I was feeling and what I was going for. This was just kind of giving me more of the rustic vibe. that I was feeling. And so I felt like it just gave it a lot more personality, kind of gave it some dimension, and made it look more what I was picturing in my mind. So after that was all done, I just hot glued it to the back of the base of the deer, just like you see me doing here. I was having a hard time figuring out how I was going to put my arm around the back. Then I took some of these picks. Some were frosted, pick from Dollar Tree, and then some from my candle ring, wreath, whatever you want to call it, from Hobby Lobby. And I'm just taking them pieces and I'm hot gluing them down at the base of that deer. And then I'm going to take some of those berries and I'm going to hot glue them. Now those berries came from Walmart. It's a pick. I think they're like $1.24 or something like that, for a big pick. So I grabbed a couple of those. I got those before I found those other berries from Dollar Tree. But you do get a lot off of here. So I'm just going to hot glue 3 of them on the bottom there. And that's all there was for this one. I do off camera. I just felt like that deer needed something and I couldn't figure out what. So I did take some of that ribbon from burlapfactory.com or burlap fabric, and I made a little scarf on it. I think it's really kind of cute, but you'll have to let me know what you think. Anyway, so coming up is the final reveal of the different projects that I made today. You have to let me know which one was your favorite and if you think you're going to be creating any of them. And again, if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button before you leave. And even if you're not new, if you haven't hit it, please hit that before you go. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up and comment. And with that, guys, I am going to be back on Wednesday with another really fun video. I have one on Wednesday and I think Friday. So I've got a busy week. So make sure those notification bells are set. And with all that being said, you guys have a blessed week and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.